Done watching For Never World's video. In fact, this is pretty much like an immediate response for that video, and after I saw the video I just had to like talk about this, okay, because it's something that I give a shit about, and that is whether or not Bleach is dying. My personal opinion, Bleach has been dying. It's been dying for the past few years, and it's sad. I'm not one of those guys that determines an anime's rating based on popularity, because obviously there's a lot of anime and manga out there that don't get recognized as much as others, and they're still really good. So, you know, Bleach not being popular shouldn't really determine whether or not somebody likes it or not, but it's still kind of sad to see one of the most well-known anime and manga franchises out there just like slowly wither away and die out from the scene of anime and manga. I started watching Bleach back in the summer of 2011, and as corny as this sounds, Bleach changed my life. I mean, it's what got me into anime and manga. I saw a DVD of it at Walmart. It caught my attention. I looked it up, started watching it, started buying the DVDs and watching it, and I got obsessed with the whole thing. I love it. It's still one of my all-time favorite anime and manga franchises ever. It's great, and it definitely impacted me, and it got me into anime and manga. So it's just sad now how it's just not what it once was. I mean, back in the day you had the big three. You had One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, and those are the three most popular manga / anime at the time. Now though, times have changed. In my opinion, the big three right now, like the three most popular animes right now, is probably Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online, and Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul's getting pretty popular, and Attack on Titan, we don't even need to discuss how popular that shit's gotten, okay? Attack on Titan is just like a monster on its own, okay? Attack on Titan could be like the big three itself if it wanted to. That's how fucking monstrously popular that shit's gotten. And Sword Art Online, I don't like it, but it's still extremely popular. Tokyo Ghoul's it's slowly getting like really popular and pretty well known as far as I can tell. But yeah, Bleach, it's just, it's been dying, and it sucks. And there's plenty of reasons why it's dying, people. One, the Fullbrain arc. You know, I didn't hate the Fullbrain arc like everybody else. I thought it was okay, but after the whole Arrancar arc, everyone thought, okay, this is the end. Alright, Bleach is over. The main bad guy, Aizen, he's done. The Espada are defeated. Okay, this is the big epic storyline Kubo is going for. It's gone. Alright, or it's going to be over now. Nope, Kubo still continues the story even after they defeat Aizen. You got the Fullbrain arc, which just, you know, it didn't feel right to most people. A lot of people complain that just after that, the story did not need to go on, and I kind of agree with that too. And the quality dipped, and it just wasn't necessary. It didn't need to go on at all. Like, it had a proper conclusion, but Kubo just still decided, hey, you know what, I'm still gonna write more chapters. No, man. So the Fullbrain arc definitely helped the downfall of Bleach. And you also got no anime. The anime decided to end with the Fullbrain arc, even though Kubo was gonna write more chapters. He was gonna write his final arc, which is still going on right now, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. So the anime ends with the Fullbrain arc, and you know, this is what kind of pisses me off, though, is like, you know, obviously there's way more anime viewers than manga readers. Like, that's a known fact, okay? There's way more people that watch anime than read manga. But still, even with a really popular series like Bleach, you know, shouldn't these Bleach fans still dedicate themselves to wanting to read the rest of the story? I know some of them eventually just give up or they just lose interest, but as for the, like, devoted fans, such as myself, you know, you think they would still want to, like, read the story after the anime, but no, because the anime, you know, anime plays a huge part when it comes to anime and manga. It promotes the manga, it grabs the attention, and gets even more fans for the manga and the anime. The anime just, it plays a huge role in the sales for these anime and manga franchises, okay? And it's always usually way more well-known than the manga, too, depending on the quality or not. So, no anime, as much as I hate to admit it, having no anime really dipped Bleach's popularity, which still I think it's kind of bullshit because, you know, I mean, the anime was great, but, you know, you still got the manga. You can read that, can't you? I mean, and another reason why it's just not really relevant is because a lot of anime fans, a lot of the elitist anime fans like to jump on the mainstream shonen hate bandwagon. Me personally, I don't watch most of these mainstream shonen shows. The only ones that I've seen that you could be considered mainstream is Bleach. I've never seen Naruto, One Piece, or Fairy Tail. I know Death Note's a shonen and it's pretty popular, but a lot of people like that one. But a lot of anime fans, they like to jump on the bandwagon where all the mainstream shonen are shit. You know, all the ones that newcomers like to go to, like Fairy Tail, One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. Those four are the ones that I can think of at the top of my head that are extremely popular with newcomers, and they're just they're really mainstream. But all the anime elitists hate these shows, and so that includes Bleach. So Bleach has a lot of haters, obviously. There's a lot of people that don't like Bleach. And obviously, you know, I'm not going to lie, Bleach does have problems, and it's got flaws, and it's definitely dipped in quality recently. But still, all these mainstream shonen haters, you know, obviously they contribute to this, and they're just like, Bleach fucking sucks, fuck this anime, don't watch it, it's shit. And then people just ignore it because they don't like it. And, you know, this is another thing about Bleach, too, is it's, since it's one of these mainstream shonen shows, it's really popular for newcomers. Hell, Bleach was the first anime slash manga that I actually really got into. It was the first anime that I watched and introduced me to the world of anime and manga. So it's definitely a gateway franchise. It helps people get introduced to anime and manga and whether or not they want to watch more shows and get really into it. And that's what it did for me. And I'm sure that's what it does for a lot of people, because most newcomers I've talked to, they've seen Bleach or they're currently watching Bleach. But this is also a problem too, because it seems like not enough people can really get, you know, devoted and just like invested with Bleach, because it's pretty long. It's got 366 episodes in the anime, and right now it's got like 600 plus manga chapters, so it's really long, and the universe is huge, and there's lots and lots of characters, powers, abilities, story arcs, kind of. Every character's got their own like paths and backstory. So my theory is that a lot of people just get like turned away after they watch, like, I don't know, maybe the first couple of arcs in the anime, mainly the Substitute and Soul Society arcs. I think after those two, they just kind of get like uninterested because it just gets so much bigger and bigger from there, and more characters, more villains, and just like all this other crap. And I think that turns away people because it just gets so huge that they don't want to, like, they just get, you know, not interested because it's just gotten so complex, and that just turns them off because it's like, oh, this is too much. I can't handle all this. This is way too much for me to handle. Which, you know, some people, they'll like me, they'll be able to get invested and want to know everything and continue with the story and just see what happens next. And others, not so much. So I think that's just another problem too, is that the newcomers, a lot of newcomers will flock to Bleach, watch a good portion of it, but then they'll leave it and then go on and move on to other anime because they lose interest. But, you know, it just sucks. So far I've never had a conversation about the 1,000-Year Blood War arc with anybody, because most people I talk to that are watching Bleach or they've seen Bleach, they never get very far. They only get up to like the Soul Society arc. Some of them might even get to the early parts of the Arrancar arc, and then they never get to the Fullbringer arc or the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, and that sucks. Okay, I can't find any Bleach fans IRL that have read all the way up to the current chapters or they finished the anime. You know, it's rare to find those people, in my opinion, and it's a shame, because I enjoy Bleach and I'd like to discuss it with people and just, you know, talk to others about it, but you can't when it's dying and nobody really gives a shit about it and they won't invest up to the current story arc, which is a shame. But it's been declining in sales, the manga. I heard it's like in the very bottom of the list, which is just, wow, that is awful. I mean, it's just shocking too. It used to be in the top 3 just a few years ago, and now it's just completely sunk, which sucks. And it's still really, you know, obviously it's not as popular as it used to be, but it's still one of the most recognized anime and manga out there, I think. I mean, most anime and manga fans, they've heard or seen Bleach. I mean, that's a fact. Most people know what it is. It's like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. It's just really iconic. But at the same time, now it's losing its popularity, and its iconic status is kind of going away because people just don't give a shit about it anymore. And especially when all these new anime come in, like Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online, and Tokyo Ghoul, they just push it away, and it's like making room for the new popular series. So yeah, but you know, I really hope Bleach can just like do something. You know, the manga's not. It's not very good as it once was. I'm personally, I don't think the 1,000-Year Blood War arc's that good. It just feels really stale, and it just really didn't need to go on. And I feel as though Kubo, you know, he's putting some cool shit in the story, but at the same time, it just feels unnecessary because after the Rancor arc, it just did not need to go on, okay? Ichigo lost his fucking Soul Reaper powers and shit. You made it look like he was done for. He was retired. But then you kept going on, and now there's all this new shit. Ichigo's got new Zanpakuto toes. He's got new abilities. He's half Quincy now, and then you got, like, you know, just all this other shit. And, you know, there's some really, like, cool revelations and shit, sort of. Others not so much, but no one's gonna know about them because nobody cares. People aren't as intrigued by Bleach anymore as they once were, and they're not gonna read all the way up to it. Okay, like, how many Bleach fans these days, you know, even know that Rukia has Bankai now? Or that Sajin Komamura can turn into a human form? I mean, no one cares anymore, and that's it's sad. It's just awful. So yeah, I think that's like everything I wanted to talk about for this video. I still love Bleach, and you know, I hope they can do something with it. I hope they can continue the anime, make a new animated arc for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. As much as I don't really care for it, it'd be nice to see it in anime form. They haven't made a movie in a while. That'd be cool if they could make a 5th anime movie. That'd be nice. And there was rumors, there was like news about them making a live action movie, but that never fucking happened. What the fuck happened to that? What happened to that? What happened to the live action movie that was going to be made by like Warner Bros. Or whatever? It was probably going to suck because it was going to be made by Hollywood, but still, what happened to that? Hello? Well, but yeah, they just don't promote Bleach anymore. It's just not. Nobody cares about it anymore, and it just kind of makes me sad because I love it. Bleach is what got me into anime and manga, and it's got a special place in my heart, and it changed me. As corny as that fucking sounds. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about in this video. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think Bleach is dying? Do you think it's done for? Do you think it's going to ever make a comeback? Because honestly, at this point, I don't think it can make a comeback, okay, with all these new anime and shit coming out. So yeah, this has just been my thoughts for this video. See you guys later.